very good known to everyone. This is Dr. Mohammad Sadarbati, and I am very grateful to Dr. Ashad Dar sir for inviting me over here, and that is a great honor for me. I am very appreciable for all the presentation presented by different scholars, and especially Dr. Ismail Abbasi sir. He has given excellent thoughts. So the topic of my today's talk over here is parents' attitude towards their children's education or survey. Because I am belonging to Bahawalpur, and in my surroundings there are some rural areas. So over there the parents are not going to focus their daughter's education. They just want to make their daughters a bride only, a housewife only. So I thought we have to change these perceptions. That's why I have focused on that. Dear all, education is considered as a fundamental right of every human being, regardless of their race, sex, geographical area, and religion. It is the prime responsibility of every government to make education available and accessible to each and every individual of the society by helping them to become a productive and prosperous citizen. And definitely, education not only serves the purpose of economic development but also contributes towards social well being of the society by making them more knowledgeable and better decision makers. Daughters have equal right to get education. You have seen that I have brought my daughter along here because when she was just three years old, she came. She was used to go along with me in my different workshops, in my different seminars and the conferences, and automatically her interest was developed that I have to switch myself in this field. So this is the thing, being a parent or a teacher. But you want to see to your daughters and your children or your students. You have to make them. You have because they are like the blank slates. They are blanks. Whatever the colors you are going to fill on that, they are automatically absorbing that. Right? So an educated mother can nurture her children in a better way by helping them to become a successful person in their practical life. Female education can not only reduce unemployment issues but also can make them better decision makers in their family affairs. Actually, education is necessary for enabling the sustainable development and growth and keeping social parity and the current political state of the country. Provision of education and proper schooling is a basic human right of every child. Among the institutions of education, primary schooling has a more important role as it is the place where the children utilize the socialization process and inculcate basic principles of life. Equal availability of quality education for every child determines the cultural and educational standing of a nation in the community of nations. So, female educational experience is affected by many factors related to gender, religion, economic status, age, and geographical location. In Pakistan, parents generally prefer their sons over their daughters because they are considered to be helping hands for the parents. Parents tend to think that whatever they spend on their sons is an investment, while whatever they are going to be spending on their daughters, it is just thought to be unnecessary because they consider it as liabilities. A hidden fear basically is that in the minds of males, after getting education, the females may start interfering in the decision making process. This is the main thing because they don't want to see their daughters at this level. They are having some sort of mindset like sin culture because they don't want to upbring their daughters. They don't believe in the bottom up technique. They don't want to bring them from bottom to the top. Rather, whatever they are having, they are just going to exploit it. Girls and women are entrusted with household responsibilities, care of children and old and members of the family, and also participate in the economic activities of the household without remuneration. Men, on the other hand, are expected to earn income and to protect the family from violence of the outsiders. The female child is supposed to help in all household chores, which is full-time job. This entire situation suits the male as it is economically beneficial to them. So to keep the status, male deprives the female of her rights of education. There are significant changes over the lives of women at the end of the 20th century and the beginning of the 21st century. Now the trends have been changed. Parents are just going to see their daughters at some level. But if we talk about the rural areas, I think their mental approach is still their backward. They are not thinking about the woman empowerment. What is the parents' attitude? Look at here. In today's globalized world, the issue of equal access to education to each and every individual of the society has become very important, regardless of their cultural background. The role of education is very important for providing a better and happier life to an individual. Equal access to education provides individuals of society the opportunity to contribute not only to their own family but also to the society and the nation as a whole. Basically, parents' involvement is important for the education of their children. Now, I would like to shed some light over the importance of female education. Dear all, women have proven that they can do the entire task as men can do if they are provided with education and growth opportunities. So, providing education to every woman should be the top priority of every government. Parents should know the value of daughters' education and should be encouraged to invest money for education rather than the dowry. When women are well educated and skilled, they can compete men in entire fields. By removing discrimination on female education, population growth rate can be controlled. The objectives of my study were to identify the attitude of parents towards the education of their male and female children and to determine the bias of education of their male and female children and to get suitable suggestions to parents for improvement of female education. And my research questions were, what is the attitude of parents towards the education of their male and female children? And what are the differences between parents' attitude towards the children in urban and the rural areas? And what are the problems which affect the education of female children? If we talk about the significance of the study, the academic performance of students is directly related to the attitude of parents and the teachers as well. If the parents are just going to score and the teachers are going to praise their work, automatically the students' performance will be better. So the result of this study will create awareness among the parents regarding social benefits of girls' education. Parents would be able to understand that educated females can not only contribute financially to their families but can also be helpful in social activities like decision making and child care activities. Basically, 200 parents, 100 fathers, male persons, and 100 mothers, female persons from Bahawalpur, Pakistan participated in this study. And if we talk about the research methodology, that was a survey-based type of research based on quantitative approach and random sampling was done. And a questionnaire for used as a tool for the parents to collect the data. And these are some factors which I have got from the collected data that parents hesitate to send their girls to the school due to the social atmosphere. 80% agreed while 20% disagreed. Girls are under the pressure of family honor. 70% agreed, 30% disagreed. Parents provide additional coaching facilities to the boys. 90% agreed and just 10% disagreed. Parents give equal importance to the boys and the girls' education. Just 30% agreed while 70% were disagreed. Parents give full moral support to the girls in education. That was 50-50. If we talk about the cities and the urban areas, their parents' attitude has been changed. They support and they believe in the women empowerment. But if we talk about the urban rural areas, then still they are the backwards one. Now I would like to move towards my findings and the conclusion. Education has become a very important element of a successful life. It is also becoming more and more challenging for the students day by day. So parents' duties regarding education of children have become more crucial and tough. If parents would be aware of the academic needs of their children, it will affect positively on the academic achievement of the children. Appreciation from parents on having good position or results is the most important element for the better results of the children. If parents will encourage child on having good performance, he will do definitely better than previous performance. So it was concluded that the attitude of parents plays pivotal role in education of their children. Some of the behaviors greatly affect the academic achievement of their children. Paying off educational expenses, praising upon the good results, providing peaceful home atmosphere and proper facilities, equally treating male and female children and attending the meetings arranged by the school or the teachers are the key behaviors that affect children academic achievements positively. So these are my suggestions. Before leaving, I would like to give you. The government should pay attention towards improvement of the quality education in government schools, and they should improve the transportation facilities, particularly in the rural areas, to enhance female participation in education. Separate education institutes should be established to address the issues related to co-education system, because in the rural areas the parents are reluctant to send their daughters to the co-education institutes because they are having this fear that the fear of honor killing. Yeah. So that's why this is my suggestion that there must be some separate institution for the females. Print, electronic media, and civil society should play their role in creating awareness among the society about the importance of female education. The productive role of female in financial and social betterment of their families should be emphasized. Students should be provided adequate career counseling opportunities at school level, helping and guiding them to choose the career that best suits their personal abilities and ambitions. Parents should not bind the education of their daughters at secondary level only, rather permit them to acquire higher education and play their positive and productive role in the progress of the society. And these were some references from which I got the help. And thanks for joining. Thank you very much.
Very nice. Actually, you have raised the point of patriarchy over here.
Yes.
That is very pertinent.
And I would suggest you to make it a theory, because this is very crucial, and this is what social sciences has been lacking, and we do not see what are the ground realities. Instead of bringing logocentric or European ideas or the foreign ideas, Dr. Bhatti Sahab has rightly investigated what are the core issues related to the villages or the rural areas of Bahawalpur, and this is how the theories are developed.
Yes.
It could be one of the theoretical stances coming from Pakistan, especially from the remote areas of Bahawalpur, and the voices of those parents, especially those women, what are their concerns, and how could those particular students be empowered by incorporating the suggestions that are coming from the parents and as well as coming from the learned voices of academia. So I really appreciate Bhatti Sahab bringing such a burning issue to the light and investigating it through an appropriate survey-based method.
Sir, so nice.
Excellent.
Because I have interviewed a lot of parents, because I have been teaching for the last 3 decades. So the parents are coming to me and they just say, sir, just matric kar le, idhar se vyah kar dena.
Yes.
So this is wrong. She is standing here, and in my point of view, she must do her doctorate, and afterwards she should move towards her another home and whatever her future is. This is my perception, because that is the responsibility of the parents, that we have to give each and everything to our daughters.
She again, he is appreciated. He has brought his daughter and he has empowered her.
Yes.
This is a live example of a learned man, and who has not only who is empowering others as well, but his ideas are not superficial or built in the air and by taking data from here and there. He has practically applied over there the things at his home, and now definitely he would be right person to preach it or teach it to the other people in the remote areas of Bhavalpur. And when he will be sharing that, see, my daughter was here in the Rawalpindi with me, and he is rightly guiding the daughter as well. So this is what we should all learn, not only in academia but also in the greater you could see social circles. We should promote this type of ideology, and that is how women empowerment could come. जले जो एक शम्मा वो रात पे भारी है, ये नूर का सर चश्मा जारी और सारी है. So he has lit that particular candle, and hopefully this candle would grow and would bring more light.
Sir, thank you very much. Thank you.
एक और इस पर कमेंट पूछना कि अगर हम अपने बच्चों को कॉन्फिडेंट बनाएंगे बच्चे कॉन्फिडेंट होंगे, बच्चों की अच्छे नंबर लिए हैं या अच्छे माशाल्लाह इंसान बन गए हैं या अच्छे मुसलमान बन गए हैं